Hi everyone, my name is Judith and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you some behind the scenes of how I created a 90s hair and makeup look on my beautiful model, Maddie. So without further ado, let's begin.
So the very first step that I'm taking to create this layered 90s haircut is I've taken my first section and I've taken about 6 to 7 inches off, and now I'm going back in and doing some texturizing techniques. As you can see, Maddie's hair is very thick, so this section alone took me about 10 to 15 minutes to work on, and I probably used 3 or 4 different texturizing techniques. Then I am going in to create increased layered forms, and I'm taking very small sections and I am doing some slide cutting. This is going to create like the most beautiful movement to Maddie's hair, and she's going to get a ton of body. It's going to look fantastic. Then I am going to establish a guide for Maddie's fringe, which will be a longer layer. And then I'm going to go back in and do some point cutting on the ends. I think as a stylist, it's very important to understand the different types of texture your client's hair has, and you might want to alter that based on their needs. If it was on somebody else, I might not have gone in so heavily with some texturizing, but Maddie's hair can handle it, and this is what it's going to require to get this like bombshell hair look. And going back in and doing some slide cutting again to frame the front of Maddie's face, and this is going to give her a lot of layers in the front and a lot of beautiful movement. And there we are, laughing and talking and having some fun. And then just matching up on the other side. And now I've kind of changed my direction in my hands, doing a palm to palm hair cutting technique. For the back, I am taking the heel of the razor and I am cutting the ends of Maddie's hair. And I love this because it just gives the right amount of texture, and it's not too blunt, it's not too texturized, and it's going to be easy for her to wrap her rollers in when we get to the styling part of the video. Then I'm going back in doing the slide cutting technique again, except this time I have done rotations, circle rotations on the hair to give a little bit more texture in the interior of Maddie's hair. Now I am going back through and I'm just checking my sections to make sure that everything is even. And I think this is very important to do at the end of your haircuts for everybody. And now her hair is practically 100% dry, and I'm just going back in and now using the razor to take out any areas that may still have a little bit of weight or some bulk left in it. For the styling preparations, I'm using Flow Hair Care's Boundless Body Plumping Lotion, and I'm going to let Maddie apply this all throughout her hair. I think it's a lot of fun to let your clients like feel the products and figure out how much they should be using for their hair styling. Then we are going to use some heat styling protection spray, and the one I'm using is from Flow Hair Care. I'm obsessed with this one, and it's called RadiantARMOR. Taking my first roller, I'm placing it on base, and then I'm going to take the jaw clips and place it on the outside on some of them so that you don't get those little indents in the middle of your hair. And I'm definitely going to have Maddie help me out a little bit so that I know that she can roll these perfectly on her own and can recreate this look at home. And voila! And yeah, so there's about 24 rollers in her hair. I will leave the name of the brand down below. And then I'm going to use Flow Hair Care's working hairspray. And while this cools off, we will do some 90s inspired day makeup look on Maddie. For the 90s eye makeup, I'm using MAC makeup, and they're all in matte tones and brown shades, and I will leave the shades down below. And then what I'm going to do is I'll have my model recreate the eyeshadow on the other side. And I feel like this is a great opportunity to share with your clients some techniques, and so that they can recreate this look on their own at home. And Maddie is doing a fantastic job. And then I am going to use Makeup Forever's color pencils, and I'm just smudging it along the eyelash line. Then I'm using Stila's eye, lip, and cheek stain, and I'm just really smudging it on top of that liner, and then I'm going to buff it out with a small brush. And I love to work with these products because sometimes for a day 90s makeup look, maybe you don't want to have a heavy liner, so this is kind of undetectable, which is great, but you're getting a lot of depth by the eyelash line. And then I'm going to add a little bit of eyeshadow to the bottom lashes, and yeah, we'll just move along there. And then for the mascara, I am using Stila's Magnum mascara, and it's my first time using it, and it's so lovely. Like, I love how it separated the eyelashes, and it also gave a ton of volume. So this is definitely going to be a staple in my makeup kit. I am obsessed with this right now, and I think it was really perfect for that 90s makeup look. Then I'm creating a tight waterline from underneath just to add a little bit more depth. For the eyebrows, I really am focusing on arching the brow in the middle, and I probably spent about 10 minutes creating this 90s eyebrow look. I'm obsessed with doing eyebrows, and no surprise to Maddie in photo shoots in the past. She's had a few different styles, and I think it's just really great to get that time period piece that you're looking for, and brows can really influence that quite a bit. Then I'm using a lip liner from MAC, and then using shade 802 from Loreal for the lipstick, and we're just kind of pouting that all over the lips. For the sculpting and shape contouring palette, it's easy to work with. I love all the shades it comes in, and it's really going to give a lot of definition and volume. And for the final touches, I am going to go back through and do some back combing, and I'm using Flow Hair Care's working hairspray, and this is so fantastic because it's a very light hairspray and you're able to work with it. It's not crunchy. It is a dream hairspray. So yes, lots of back combing and just shaping it into the 90s hairstyle look, and just kind of feeling it all out. So please let me know what you would like to see in the future for more videos. Would you like to see more hair and makeup makeovers, highlighting, color cuts, day makeup, evening makeup looks? Please leave your comments down below. And this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.